So our Climate Voices programme has been running since 2015, and this was when the nations of the world signed the historic Paris Agreement and committed to keeping global temperature rise to less than 2 degrees above pre-industrial levels. Nations pledged then their own actions to make this happen. ICN at the same time committed ourselves to involving as many students as possible in this critical global climate debate, providing opportunities to have a say and inspiration to lead climate action back in school. So since 2015, Climate Voices has run 20 climate conferences across 6 areas, and over 60 secondary schools have participated, many coming back year after year. This experience has been packed into our new resource that will bring the UN Climate Conference COP26 to life in the classroom. It's designed to sit within school priorities and to be accessible from year 8 upwards. It will provide curriculum enrichment for geography, environmental science, PSHE or STEM. Thanks go to the team of ICN expert volunteers and associates for their work on this resource, and also to the Year 8 head at the Green School for Girls in Hounslow. She requested and used the conference briefings last year to hold exciting mini climate conferences with her environmental science classes. Her feedback means we know it works very well in the classroom. Richard Usher and other of ICN's associates will explain the resource in detail next and tell you how you can request it. 2021 is a year to make a difference. Through this COP26 climate conference resource, we hope that many schools across the country will be part of this critical global debate, and that young people will be inspired both to have a say and to lead their own climate action in school.
Hello, I'm Richard Usher, Associate of InterClimate Network. I'm delighted to introduce our new COP26 classroom resource. As you'll have seen, the climate conference events we run are central to engaging young people in climate change, climate action, and having a voice in their communities. This new resource will help schools run something similar in the classroom, with up-to-date country briefings immersing students in the challenges, impact, and urgency of the global climate crisis. Through this resource, the issues and debate of a United Nations climate conference is brought to life in a sequence of 3 sessions that culminate in your own mini conference. We hope you'll be inspired to find out more, get involved with piloting this resource, or put plans in place to use it in the build-up to COP26 in Glasgow next November. The first session, The Climate Crisis, takes 6 questions for students to think critically about what's happening globally, the causes, what it is and why it's so difficult for us to take action, and who can make change happen. It's important to remind ourselves that even with the current context of COVID-19, we face the greatest challenge of human history in our response to the climate crisis. We were interested to hear from school students on this, so we asked them about it in a survey during the summer. The responses on this slide show how they felt about the comparison between the way we've responded to COVID-19 as an emergency with our response to the climate crisis. In our resource, you'll find clips to bring the voices of young people around the world living with the hard reality of the crisis right now. As well as addressing the issue of who has the power to change the course of climate change, this section of the resource also takes it to the individual level, to think about what we can each do to make a difference. And we're not starting with a blank canvas here. As you can see, we've included some ideas, finding out more about the issue at school, taking action locally, influencing others, or seeking inspiration through joining up with other motivated people. This is all about creating a space to discuss these questions in the classroom. Session 3, From Paris to Glasgow, outlines vital stages of UN decision-making and sets out the research for country delegations represented by your students. The Paris Agreement in 2015 was a turning point when the world finally agreed to act together on climate change. At COP26 in Glasgow in 2021, they will be together again to review progress and, vitally, to ramp up climate ambition. You can expect to see strong voices representing different views from around the world, polarised opinions and distinct interest groups. For your classroom conference, we've carefully selected 18 countries that will be playing key parts in the actual proceedings in Glasgow in 2021, and detailed briefings are provided for each. The briefings will help students prepare a 1-minute opening speech and give plenty of information and links for further research. This will all culminate in the COP26 conference in your school, which guides you and your students through a UN-style climate conference in the classroom. Preparation has been done and the conference debate comes to life. There are critical questions to help shape this global debate in the resource. It's also about finding ways to collaborate on themes that will be part of COP26 itself. Ambitious thinking for cities, energy, forests and the ocean. Raising climate ambition is going to be essential in the coming year, and with this resource, young people will show how it can be done. How can the resource be used in school? You may want to run the sessions over 3 or 6 lessons or use them during an off-curriculum day. The Green School for Girls used them during a series of 6 environmental science lessons last year. And here's some of the learning on this slide. We've heard that one school is considering form groups taking up the country briefings to then hold an inter-form conference. It's flexible and there's no obligation to use any part that doesn't fit with your teacher's planning. We'd love to see and hear the voices of school students from across the UK represented at COP26 itself. You can do this by sending us photos from your conference and messages to bring before decision makers. How do you access the resource? Well, you can email us to join a pilot right now or request the resource for 2021. We'll send on a link to the resources, which include a teacher pack and accompanying slides, as well as a student pack of the 18 country briefings and conference information. 2021 is a year to make a difference, so we will be offering all the support we can and ways to engage with the COP26 via our website, social media and through our associate team. You can expect guidance for workshops and planning tools to make a difference on energy, food and food waste, travel and transport, and what you buy and use in school. You'll also find direct examples of how young people are feeding into climate change plans in their local areas. Please do find out more on our website. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.